Hello and welcome back to the JSano Fan Server Podcast. I'm your host, I guess, CanuckBacon, or Skylar, as I call myself, and my parents tend to call me. Uh, Joining us today, we have WeatherMaster.
Hello.
Say hello, WeatherMaster. And we have TMG, or TheMerryGamer.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Now, little known fact about TheMerryGamer is, although his name is TheMerryGamer, his name in real life is actually Merry. So he has a very festive name, especially as we get into the Christmas season.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm supposed to do Christmas specials and all, but I kind of fell short on that last year. I'm hoping to try and do it again this year. Just depends on how night shifts go with work this year. But yeah, normally I'm more festive than what I have been.
And Mary, can you confirm for us that because of politically correct culture, you're actually changing your username to the Happy Holidays Gamer? Is that correct?
Yes, I've got my legal team on that right now.
All right, you heard it here first, folks. So,
How long have you
so
been
what are we
waiting to
talking
say
about
that
today?
Oh dear.
Oh my. So we have to say before we start the show off, the podcast has been on a kind of a hiatus lately. It's been about 2 months since I've uploaded an episode. And that's because I've been redesigning things, working with Muck and doing some things like that. So we have an intro, we have better graphics, everything is good. These guys can't see them, obviously.
Oh man, can you just listen to all this great stuff that we have now, Mary? I'm wet with desire at the moment. Oh yeah, so that's pretty cool. I look forward to hearing that, although everybody else has already heard it before me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who made the intro? Was it Muck or was it both you guys?
Muck. I ain't.
Muck. Okay, cool.
I ain't versed in that type of stuff. Muck's an intro genius. So.
Yeah. In my brief period of time making YouTube videos, I never had an intro. I should have gotten Muck to do that for me, but yeah.
Yeah, I made mine ages ago and I haven't touched it since. I probably should make a new one, but I can't be bothered.
No.
I feel like after a certain point of having the same intro, you just gotta stick with it.
Yeah, that's how I've kind of felt.
It becomes a big symbol. I mean, if you're, constantly changing it up, I get it. You know what, that could easily be your thing. But once you have the same thing for a while going, there becomes a sort of air of tradition to it,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I can see that. I mean, you just don't want to be like a PewDiePie and change your banner and icon every single day and everything you do, and yeah.
Hey, but it's still the same old scream.
Oh, that guy.
That is true.
That guy irks me so much. He's actually reached
I've seen like one or two of his videos.
Yeah. I've seen maybe one, and I was like, no.
I never watch his stuff. I think I've watched like a few little things that's been like maybe on the trending list, and that might be it.
You guys remember that? I think it was like Draw My Life type of thing, where you'd use like a whiteboard and you'd like those markers and stuff, and you draw out your life as you're voicing over it, and you do like, drawings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw PewDiePie's thing for that. And I think that might be the only thing. And also a video where he was like defending himself from like haters or something. I don't think I've actually seen one of his he plays video games, right?
Yeah. Pretty sure he does.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually seen one of those. I just know that he likes to scream.
It's true. He actually this past week reached 50 million subscribers, which is
Jeez.
Oh my god, that's
It's insane. Like, how does one person get that many?
I have no clue. I mean,
Like, who's the next closest channel to him?
I think it's like Smosh.
But they would only be like 20 million, maybe.
I looked this up the other day. Top 5 YouTubers. I gotta look at this.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna check what Smosh is.
Yeah, I am so out of the YouTube world.
They're on
pretty much
22.4
cut off.
million. Yeah.
Really?
Wow, that's not even half.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I think the most amazing thing about PewDiePie is that, like, you know, it's just him in his videos, I think. Right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
it doesn't take like a whole lot of production value,
No.
but yet he still has such a large amount. Because I've seen some Smosh videos, and they usually, like, you know, have multiple people in the videos and they do something and
Mm.
like they move around.
Yeah, it takes quite a bit of a
Unlike
process.
but I think PewDiePie is just like him with a webcam playing a game, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he keeps it very short and simple, and that plays really well into YouTube's hand. If you don't do like let's plays and that, and you keep it like short, funny, and simple, like 5 to 10 minute videos, it's easy to watch and it racks up views pretty quickly, especially if you get like noticed. And that's pretty much what he's played to, and it works really well for him.
Mm-hmm. It's I don't know. I don't say recently it's been hurting him. I guess according to him and a lot of other YouTubers, the recent algorithm changes
Yeah, I
have.
was
Oh,
listening
was that
to
for putting in YouTube Red?
Huh?
I think so. I think when YouTube Red came in, they changed the algorithm for some stuff, and yeah, it's screwed over a bit, like how things get to the top of the trending page and all that sort of stuff. Apparently, like I'm not sure. Like, obviously, we're not big enough channels to obviously notice
No.
too much of a difference. But yeah, like I remember watching Philip DeFranco talk about it, and yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. Do either of you guys have YouTube Red?
No.
I did it for 1 month. It was bad. I mean, there was a lot of advantages to it. It was I worked as an electrician's assistant for 10 hours a day at one point, and I found that the saving videos portion of YouTube Red was fantastic for, you know, just not be having internet, working in swelling hot houses, and you know, just have something to relax to. But otherwise, I mean, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I actually have it, and you know, I really like being able to you know, download videos and to so I use YouTube on my phone. I don't have a laptop or computer at the moment because of my walking across America thing. So, you know, everything's off my phone. And one of the big things that I really appreciated about it is, like, I can just have my phone screen off and still listen to things, which is great. And then I can download music so that when I'm in the middle of Texas or Kentucky or some barren wasteland, I can listen to music and stuff like that. I don't really use YouTube as much for music, but YouTube Red comes with a Google Play Music subscription.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I
Okay.
found that I've used that.
See, like I use YouTube for music sometimes, like when I'm driving. Like I have like a playlist saved of just some songs, and I'll just like plug my phone in and play it. But that's like the only time I ever use YouTube for music.
Yeah, but so I don't really use YouTube for music. Is I don't really watch YouTube too much. I'll just see some clips from the Tonight Show with Colbert, or
Oh yeah.
whatever it is, like some clips from Saturday Night Live, that sort of thing. So I don't use YouTube much, but you know, I really hate advertisements. Like, and you know, YouTube Red allows me to, you know, actually support YouTubers and stuff. while, getting rid of those ads. So I definitely see the advantage of it. And if I was, back in the homeland, I definitely use it and appreciate it for the amount that I used to use YouTube. So, but I mostly just use the YouTube Red subscription because it comes with a Google Play Music subscription. So then I can just download all my songs ahead of time and create playlists and download albums, that sort of thing.
Mm. Yeah, I guess that is the one positive thing about it. But I don't overly see the point of the service. I still think it's trying to compete with too many other things out there, really.
Oh yeah.
And I guess the adding of Google Play is an advantage that really most people would just use their Google Play subscription that they already have or whatever and not really care about YouTube Red.
Yeah, I think really the no advertisements and being able to download videos, those are the two big things. Because I literally have had it for 3 months now, but I've never watched any of the they have a few special content things for YouTube Red, but
Okay.
I haven't watched any of them. So to me, I don't see a need for that. But I mean,
yeah,
maybe someone who likes some of that stuff might appreciate it. So
yeah, there's obviously a market out there for people. Otherwise, they wouldn't have it. But it makes me think: would it be eventually just turn into another one of these phases that they have, like how they had Google Plus, how that got forced upon us and then faded away pretty much? And I wonder if it'd be something similar with YouTube Red, where I don't think they'll force it on people, but I reckon it might just fade away. Again, similar sort of situation.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure the popularity of YouTube Red, but I definitely I like it, and although I think I'm paying $10 a month for it.
Yeah,
To me,
it's expensive.
I think it's
that's
a
a bit
bit
pricey.
overpriced. I've heard of some people, because I think if you can do a family plan where you can get 5 or 6 people, and they each have their own accounts, and I think it's only $14 or $16 a month for those 5 or 6 accounts. So I know some people that do that, and they'll split up the cost of it between a few people.
Yeah, then that's when it becomes a bit cheaper, but still,
Yeah.
it's a bit pricey.
Yeah, because then you're only paying $2-3 for it a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, the month I used
But I think
I
$10
paid.
a month is a bit.
I think I paid $12 is what it was. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm paying. I'm really scared to look at my bank account.
No, I feel like I hope they're not forcing it. I don't know if this is just me, but I've noticed today, especially on every single one of my videos, you know how they usually have the skip ad thing. It will show the countdown, but when it comes down to the point where it was usually says skip ad, it says the video will play after the ad. And I'm like, what?
Okay.
I can't skip the ad even though you showed me the countdown. So
oh my god, that'd be infuriating.
it's been
That pissed me off.
every video. There's maybe been one that I could skip, but otherwise every video I've watched, and that's
Hey
ridiculous.
guys, here's a countdown to absolutely nothing.
I hope it's a bug, but I highly doubt it
Yeah,
is.
hopefully.
Yeah, it better be a bug, because you can skip it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, guess what? You can't skip it.
They should just have that really
Jokes
loud
on you.
denied button or something like that. You go to click it, and it just goes denied.
That would be hilarious.
Just imagine them trolling people. How many people would they piss off?
Oh,
Oh, dude, so many people watch YouTube that oh god, that'd be insane.
yeah, see, I watch tons of videos every day, and it just drives me crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I consider myself to barely watch any YouTube, and I probably average like maybe one video every other day. Like I usually will go on a burst and just watch a few videos, but probably averages out to about one every other day. I mean, that's still, what, 180 a year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
something like that.
it's
Yeah, like I used to watch YouTube like religiously. I used to watch like every day. Like I had a certain amount of videos that I would watch, certain channels. I'd be like, yep, I'm gonna watch this series, that thing every day.
Mm-hmm.
And today it's so hard to do that. Like it's more like, yeah, I probably like watch a video pretty much every other day, similar to you.
dude, I used to be really into like Minecraft.
Oh
Um
yeah, me too.
and so I'd watch, like maybe 10 Minecrackers. And I just watched like basically all of their Minecraft videos, all of their Let's Plays and stuff.
Yeah, I
So
used to do
Yeah.
the same.
sometimes I'd just, I'd watch several hours of YouTube and I'd be wanting more. And
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
but
yeah. No, I
it's
think
starting to
like
fade away.
it's too hard to do that now. Like it found like at first like you would like try and cram as many as you can in a day,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd find I wouldn't get bored of it. And like today, it's more like it's not the fact that I get bored of it; it's the fact of I need more time to actually sit down and watch this.
Yeah, there's too
And like
much.
it just
Yeah.
it yeah, because like when you have like how many members there in Minecraft now? You know, like when all of them are playing Minecraft, or say on the main server, I think they used to have like 16 or something. Um, you know, when all of them are pumping out videos a day that you want to watch, that's a lot of hours each day. So then you have to end up narrowing it down to certain people and rotating it, and then you just get hooked on other people's series, and
Mm-hmm.
eventually you just stop
Yeah.
watching certain people.
Yeah, I remember a few years ago when I had, I think, 16 or 17 videos every day that I needed to watch because there's so much content being pumped out by these people. Fortunately, I've got it
Yeah.
down to maybe 4 or 5, but dang, it's still a lot.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I've like narrowed down my content. Like originally I tried to watch everyone, but now like when it comes to the Minecraft server, probably the three that I watch mainly are Jeff, Good, and Beef. They're the three that
Yeah.
I seem to rotate the most with.
I mean, I honestly don't think I've seen a Minecraft video from any of the Minecrackers, not even the infamous JSano, for like probably a year now.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. And the only YouTube channel where like actually there's two YouTube channels where I watch all of their videos. And that's CGP Grey. You guys familiar with him?
I've heard the
I
name.
remember the name.
Yeah.
He does like some kind of explanation videos, and he has like stick figures in them. He's a very
Okay.
recognizable voice. So,
Okay.
and then Primitive Technology,
Yes.
which is just like, yeah, it's,
Yeah.
I think an Australian guy. All he does is, it's just him in his shorts, and he just builds stuff. With
Yeah, pretty much.
absolutely no tools or anything, and he doesn't talk at all. It's bliss.
Interesting.
Yeah, no,
So,
I've watched a
guys,
few of his stuff. It's actually pretty good.
speaking of YouTube and videos, what are you guys' thoughts on this YouTube Rewind 2016?
That was so.
Personally, I'm not a massive fan of the rewinds. Like they're just a big, like, horde of all the big YouTubers doing some crazy crap.
Mhm.
I used to watch them. I haven't watched the new one yet. I know it's like always on the top of my news feed or whatever, just telling me watch please, YouTube Rewind. Like trying to shove it down your throat pretty much. But yeah, I'm not in a rush to watch it really.
Yeah, I so I watched all of them for the most part, and I think my opinion, just my opinion. So everybody watching, don't get triggered. I think this is the worst out of all of them. It's I guess I'm just saying that because there's nobody in there I recognize.
At least I'm not missing anything then.
It was just it
I
felt
didn't
garbage.
I don't think I recognized anybody.
I
I
mean,
think maybe one or two people who are famous in their own right, but
yeah. I mean, there was a few people I did. Like there
some
was
people I didn't.
Markiplier was there, and like Matt Pat was there. a few other people I recognize, but otherwise, not even any of the memes. Like some of the memes I didn't even like. What the frick is that? You know?
I think the issue with the YouTube rewinds as well is that since like every year, YouTube in general gets bigger and bigger, and like every year you'll have a channel or more than just one channel pop out of nowhere. They could be absolutely nothing. They might only have a few hundred subscribers, and all of a sudden, bam, they're like in a couple of million. Like it happens to a select few every year, and you know they're the people that just have a great idea and it's been captured straight away, and then they're the people that get chucked into this YouTube rewind. But the thing is, since now you got so many big channels, like as you said, like when you look at the video, you don't recognize anyone. It's because like today, there's so many channels that actually are over 1 million and all that sort of stuff, and you look at it and go, well, it's too hard to keep track of them all.
True.
Yeah, and there's also like categories that I think me and I don't think either of you two go into, like makeup and like daily vlogging and stuff like that.
Well, the only person I know that could touch up into makeup might be Muckluck, but we might have to wait and see for that one. But
he's gonna love that.
You heard it here first.
He's gonna love that one.
Muckluck, the new rising star in makeup.
If someone could actually like make like some sort of channel art for him, like in like a mirror doing makeup, that would be perfect. Especially with his Minecraft skin.
I feel like he'll do it himself.
He probably would actually.
Muckluck now featuring on the 2017 YouTube Rewind.
Oh god.
On it now.
It's Consuela.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we have to also factor in the fact that we are here, like we were saying before, we're in our little corner of the internet that is, I would say, Minecraft and gaming, where we're secluded from everything else, except for maybe little dots that we like watching. So
yeah,
probably is a good factor.
Yeah, like if you've played it right and you did like the vlogs, like the memes or the vines, whatever it is, you know, and you play to those short little funny videos that last a couple seconds or a few minutes, yeah, it can. And if you tag it right and you just get the right audience, you can boom your channel straight away.
Oh yeah.
But it's the issue of just grabbing that audience. The moment you have it, you won't lose it. But it's that fact of breaking through, because it's you and how many other people trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, billions at this point.
Exactly. Like I've been doing YouTube for I think 3, maybe close to 4. I think I might be this is the end of my 3rd year, and you know, like YouTube alone has just changed a lot in the past 3 years. So
yeah. Definitely.
And yeah, like people come on today, like you have like younger people like thinking, oh, we can make a career out of YouTube. Like where probably 5-10 years ago, yeah, you probably could have if you did it at the right time, but today it'd be so hard to. Like my girlfriend's a teacher, and she has like kids say like you know, when you ask kids like what do you want to do when you grow up, you know, what do you want to be, and you hear the kids that say I want to be a YouTuber and all that sort of stuff, and I just go, oh, you're gonna struggle.
Good luck.
It's gonna be a bitter pill to swallow.
Like, you know, for most of YouTube's history, like at least, you know, a good 5 years now, I've just heard people constantly say, you know, oh, it's really hard to make on YouTube. It used to be easier, but now it's nearly impossible. And I think that, like, you know, it's in this constant state where it's all the time getting harder and harder. But I still think that, you know, if you have kind of like an original idea, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yes. When you have the original ideas and it breaks through, then you've got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a luck game. It's an algorithm, and in the end, if you're lucky enough to be drawn by that algorithm, you can end up making it big.
Yeah.
I tried for about a total of 2 years to get 100 subscribers, and I still have never reached that goal. So it is a tough business, but yeah, there's people who get it. My friend, he started a channel about 7 months ago, and it didn't really grow anywhere, right? And he does like you know what Clash Royale and Clash of Clans type of stuff is over on mobile. And he didn't really get anywhere. But start of November, he hit 50. And since then, he's exploded, and now he's at almost 350. So I mean, I know that doesn't seem like much growth, but for me and for smaller YouTubers, that's huge growth.
That's 600%.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was like me earlier this year. I think it was mid-year or something like that. It happened over a 4-week period or something, and I jumped almost 200 subscribers in like 4 weeks.
Oh wow!
Just like out of nowhere, and I was just like, okay, what happened? And then since then, it's kind of just gone back to the usual growth, and I'm just like, all right, well, it's weird. Like, I think it could have been around like school holidays in America, and one of my videos, obviously, or one of my series, caught some eyes of some fans and just blew up for a little bit. And yeah, it's weird how you get those small little growths. Like I remember when I started YouTube, like it was, I think most people when they start YouTube, they're very optimistic. They're like, okay, cool. Like I'll set goals, I do this, and try and make something of it. And you take it a bit more serious, and like I was like that. Like I was like, I want to get 100 views, not 100 views, 100 subscribers and 1,000 views by the end of my first year, and I got that. I actually got that before the end of my first year, and then I remember I wanted to set a more extreme goal where I was like, I want to be 100,000 views and 1,000 subscribers by the end of my second year, and I'm now near the end of my third year, and I still haven't got the 1,000 subscribers. So it's like, eventually you kind of just accept it that it's out of your hands and you can't really change it at all. Like it's cool to be able to be like, yeah, I'm like a big YouTuber, I've got like 100,000 or 1 million subscribers, but in the end it's just like, well, it's a lot of work and effort, and in the end that lot of work and effort is still out of your hands.
Mm-hmm.
You really have to kind of advertise a bit, or
you need
to draw in new subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you need to be clever with advertising. I find more today advertising is key, actually.
Yeah,
because I think there's some already well-established people out there, and those people, they tend to just continuously grow, and so it can be harder to.
It's harder for new channels to flux.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, but keep on trying, buddy. Both of you.
Keep on trying.
I'm proud of each and every one of you.
Yeah, I have. This is actually the first time I'm going to say this on the internet. I'm actually not going to be producing gameplay anymore for YouTube. I'm moving to the science business, so we'll be able to go have some fun with science videos instead. I don't know. Gaming caused me a lot of, not gaming as in general, but uploading gaming videos caused me a lot of stress over the years, and pain, and just not happiness. So I have moved on from that, and yeah.
Well, I love science and educational videos, so
it's my goal.
Looking forward to it.
I want to inspire people.
See, I kind of thought about doing that. I thought about doing like inventions and all that. Since I do like engineering, and then I thought like I could do like invention videos and just random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more, I think like at the moment, like games are so easy for me to record because it's like kind of like relaxing time for me instead of like doing reports and all that sort of shit. So like, I think maybe in the future when I get some more free time on my hands, my channel might start up some side series of stuff like that, or like sciencey sort of things as well.
Cool. I like that.
That'd be awesome.
Cool.
So, WeatherMaster, anything else on the docket?
Oh, I don't know. We talked. We talked on YouTube things I was planning on saying and I didn't actually say. I don't know. Otherwise, if you want to talk about the random new game trailers we've gotten recently, I don't know. Are you guys console gamers or?
I'm both.
PC.
Just PC.
I play both.
Although I'm now technically a mobile gamer.
True. There was the Game Awards, and Sony's random Sony experience thing that showed off a bunch of new trailers and garbage. I think the biggest one came from the experience. A lot of people were freaking out over The Last of Us 2. I personally never played The Last of Us or watched anything from it, so I can't really say anything on it. But Mary, did you?
I never played Last of Us either. It's because it's a PlayStation Pacific game, isn't it? If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been mainly Xbox. Like I did have a PlayStation 3, I still do, but I never got around to buying The Last of Us and that. I only recently actually got into the Uncharted series for the first time and actually did love that.
Oh yeah, they're fantastic.
I ended up playing like 1 to 4 like straight, and that was brilliant. Last of Us is still on my list of games to do. But the issue is like with games in general is that like I remember last Christmas I bought like 4 Xbox One games and I still have only not even finished one of them yet. So
yeah,
I'm just like, all right, well, it's more the fact let's finish the money that I've spent before go buying more things.
Yeah, I had done the same thing. As many people know, I'm a Nintendo guy, and I bought there's a game called Yoshi's Woolly World. I bought last Christmas. I still haven't played it.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
it you need time.
Yeah,
You need time. I'm trying to figure out the winners and stuff like that over at the Game Awards because I can't remember what they announced. I heard there was a bunch of new cool things. Could be wrong. Nominees. Game of the Year. What is Game of the Year? Doom, Inside, Overwatch, Titanfall, Uncharted. Who won? Oh, Overwatch. Oh, of course, Overwatch won the Game of the Year. Great. Oh.
I feel like that's like more than half the internet's response. Oh, great, Overwatch.
Yeah, half of us hate it and half of us like it.
Yeah, like I don't know, like yeah, I'm kind of either way. Like I get kind of why people like it, but then I also kind of get why people don't really like it either. Like I'm just like, it doesn't really bother me. The game is like I'm just like
Yeah.
I'm on the fence with that one.
Wait.
I never played it.
Actually, diverting topic completely. I don't know if it is out in the States for you guys yet. Rogue One, have you guys seen it?
Oh, I want to see it.
You want to see
it in the next week? Yeah.
Comes
Don't
out-
spoil
Okay.
it for me.
I'm going to say any spoilers, but for anyone that's wanting to go see it, go bloody see it. I saw it last night and it was great.
Comes out tomorrow
Oh,
in
man.
America.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I saw like some sort of advanced screening that was on. I think it comes out next week, but I got early access, I think.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
Yeah, my brother got free tickets, so.
Oh, nice. I'm personally not a Star Wars fan. Like I haven't seen The Force Awakens.
Go to hell.
I don't even.
Go to hell.
I mean, make you feel better.
Jump straight to it.
It makes you feel better. I don't even think I'm a Trekkie. I'm just like not. It's funny that
Not
I'm.
sci-fi? Or...
I don't know. I like Doctor Who, so I can call me a Whovian rather than
Drown in
anything.
the swamps of Dagobah.
I've never been able to get into Doctor Who.
I love it. It's so cool.
I watched it for several seasons, or like the rebooted stuff. So Christopher,
Eccleston.
is it Eccleston?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I watched Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, and Matt
Smith.
Smith. That's it. Oh yeah, I remember because one of my old schools, my principal was named Matt Smith.
Oh, nice.
But I never watched the new guy.
No. Okay. I'm gonna say here, Capaldi is awesome. Peter Capaldi. He's the best doctor
Peter Capaldi, yeah.
ever. He's hilarious and just I don't know. I complain it to I'm showing everybody Whovian fans here. He's the best doctor.
Yeah, I think I've only watched one or two of his episodes. But yeah, so the thing about Doctor Who is they're definitely hit or miss. Like
Yeah.
some of them are just absolutely beautiful, like the Van Gogh one.
That was good. I like that episode. And then they have like the one where the lady gets stuck in the cement and the monster eats people, and absolute garbage. But
yeah, so it's definitely very hit or miss, as I said. And I haven't really watched the Star Trek TV shows. I need to eventually. But what do you guys think of Firefly?
What is?
Yeah, no, I never watched Star Trek the two. I've watched the movies, but not the TV series. I do really like the movies though. Actually, only recently watched the newest one, and I thought that was good. I still think the second one is the best one though.
I've only seen.
That's the one with Khan. Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah, that was good. I liked that one.
I've only seen the.
It's kind of the same thing with what was it? X-Men. I watched the recent X-Men recently, and it's like the same sort of thing. I kind of found the second one the best, the First Class. I think it was First Class was the second one. Yeah.
Is that the one where they went back in time?
No, wait, no. First Class.
Or where it was
the first one. No, yeah, that's when they go back in time. So that's Days of Future Past. Yeah, that's the second one.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought that one was good.
Huh. That's another series I've never seen anything from.
Yeah, I love it. I love all that stuff.
Yeah, I've seen. I think I might have seen all of the like recent X-Men movies, but I haven't really followed it. Like, I see them as just some fun movies to watch now and again.
Yeah.
Not so much as like a series I intensely follow. Like, I mean, Harry Potter was one of those that. Oh man, I love Harry Potter.
Yeah, no, don't get me started on that. I'm a massive Potter fan. Yeah, what did you think of Fantastic Beasts?
Oh, it's actually like that's the only movie I've watched in a movie theater since I started my trip.
Don't say anything about it. I really want to see that movie.
Okay, so I'll just say I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It was different from the Harry Potter series.
It'd be interesting to hear this from another Harry Potter fan. Would you be like, how they've done the Fantastic Beasts and like how that was the little red book, that JK released. The green one, like how it's kind of like the history of Quidditch and that. Would you be like? I really want them to do. Every person I've talked to this, everyone's kind of been like, yes, more towards no. Particularly, I think I only found one or two people. I want them to do a movie or like a series like on the Quidditch World Cup. I don't know what it is about the Quidditch, but I love it. And I don't know why, but I reckon it would be kind of like, maybe not as a movie, but maybe like as a short series. I reckon it'd be pretty cool if they did like a tournament of the Quidditch World Cup.
Oh, and just have like, it is basically just like watching football or rugby, that sort of thing. Or
yeah, but like more,
like
but still
like
following the characters.
Movie?
Like, it'd be interesting if they did that, and like if they went back and did like in the fourth movie how the grand final was Ireland versus Bulgaria, and how Ireland beat Bulgaria. It would be interesting if they followed like Bulgaria's side of things and they followed Victor Krum up until the point that they lost.
Oh, okay. So like shoot-offs, like what Rogue One is in a sense.
Yeah, like a shoot-off series, but more because like Krum is really focused on Quidditch because he's supposed to be like the best seeker. So yeah, like I'd be interested to see like a Quidditch kind of base series or movie, but still like obviously some sidelines to the characters that are,
So would you want it to be more like movie-like or more kind of documentary-like?
Still more movie-like, the way they like still shoot it the way they shot the Quidditch games and that, and yeah, it'd be more movie instead of documentary.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I could see that happening. You know, I kind of think that'd be kind of cool to
Yeah.
take Harry Potter
I don't know.
characters.
I'm just a massive
I'm not
Quidditch
sure
fan.
how
Like
it
that's
would
like one
turn
of my
out.
favorite parts of Harry Potter is Quidditch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely enjoy a good game of Quidditch.
Wonder if they could give like Sirius Black his own movie, like just him growing up or something like that, or him dealing with Voldemort, or
If they did that, like they could, but
I'd love yeah,
they would have to probably do. They could. It would be more back when they're at school because wasn't Black at
Yeah.
the same time when James and all
Yeah.
that were at school?
when pretty
Yeah,
much
Yeah.
yeah, because
everybody
they were best
was.
friends in school.
Yeah. Like they could do Dumbledore, I guess. That'd be interesting.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, you have your infamous Grindelwald fight and all of that,
Yeah.
and him kind of behind the scenes fighting against Voldemort. You know, because there was that before, Harry Potter was alive. There was kind of that rise to power, and I'd love to see, the role Dumbledore played in that.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Again, I don't know anything about Fantastic Beasts so far, but I'm wondering if they're gonna do something like the past connected to Harry Potter in that one. Like, because I know they've announced 2 more Fantastic Beasts. Um, so yeah, I wonder if they're gonna do that in that.
Do you want me to say anything? It's not much of a spoiler, but
Not
um,
much. I mean, as long as it's not much.
I think there's really only like in Fantastic Beasts, there's really only like one throwaway line connecting it to uh, the Harry Potter, uh, stuff,
Hmm.
or like that sort of thing. Like there's not like it's obviously the same universe, and there's a lot of the same creatures that you've seen before, but there's not really like oh yeah, you know all that other stuff happening in the Harry Potter books. It's just like there's one kind of throwaway line. You know what I'm talking about? TMG?
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah. There's like the occasional
The occasional hint.
couple of things. Yeah.
Okay, so it's literally just an American Harry Potter, and that's in a sense.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
All right,
so, yeah.
I'll be able to see that. Hopefully, I'll see that pretty soon. I can't guarantee that though. So, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely recommend watching it if you like Harry Potter.
Oh yeah. Fantastic series.
Oh yeah, I'm actually listening to the audiobooks of them.
Oh yeah.
I've listened all the way up to number 6, and so once I start walking again after the holidays, I'm gonna finish up number 7. I didn't want to start that, like I finished number 6, like almost 2 weeks ago, but I didn't want to start it and then take my vacation and spend my vacation listening to book 7.
Yeah.
Also, I want to listen to them while I'm walking, so it gives me something to entertain my mind.
Number 6 has always been my favorite. I've always liked Half Blood Prince.
Yeah, no, 6. Yeah, 6 was probably my favorite. That one or Azkaban, number 3.
Phoenix.
Yeah. Order of the Phoenix. That
I
one's a
like
good one.
I like the third
for
one.
me, 5 and 6 are pretty good. Actually, I think I like pretty much all of them, to be honest.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
But
like in their own
Yeah, that's
ways.
true.
It'd definitely be hard to pick one.
I picked up the 8th
Yeah.
book a few months ago, and I still haven't finished it. It's interesting. Very much is. So,
The 8th book.
Yeah, there's a.
Well, it's the kind of like the continuation. Like I don't know if she really listed it as the eighth, but
No, I think
it's kind of
it's just
Is that
like
the cursed child or something like that?
yeah.
it follows Harry's and everybody else's kids in school and stuff. But
Hmm. Wait, wasn't that written by like other people, but it just has like
it
J.K. Rowling's
was
name on it?
It
yeah,
wasn't a play
it
originally.
was a play
It
and they
it's a
converted it into a
play.
book. Um, it credits her, so I don't think she's part of the author, but she does credit her.
Hmm. Wait, Mary, have you read the book?
I haven't read the new one, not yet. I'm still trying to read through my current book at the moment. I'm reading Matthew Riley's The Tournament.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll read. Like, are you enjoying it so far? The new book?
I have read maybe 40 pages or so. And that was months ago. Like the last time I read was probably 2 3 months ago. Um, never been much of a reader myself, but it's I don't know. It's interesting. The way that the characters are developed are kind of odd, not really expected type of things. But yeah,
Okay. Well, I mean, you're only 40 pages in, so I guess it still has room to go either way. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably end up reading it, to be honest.
yeah, it's good. Well, let's see, going for 47 minutes or so. I don't know anything else to say. You guys
Oh,
have anything that?
you want me to talk about
Oh yeah, that's
my
right.
trip?
That's right. We always talk about your stuff.
Yeah.
I
So
freaking
when we left our hero, um, so I think the last one I did was in Louisiana, and I was in a hotel room.
yeah. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, those episodes won't go up because I don't have them anymore. So last time you were in Kentucky.
Okay. So I was in Kentucky in some place. I'm trying to think where I would be in Kentucky or where I last did it. Anyway, so basically, I went through Nashville, had some fun there. Uh, I got to ride around in a Porsche, which was pretty cool. Oh, and in Bowling Green, Kentucky, got to go to the Corvette Museum,
Oh, nice.
and I slept on the Kentucky Downs horse racing track, the infield
That's right.
of that, which was nice. Um, so yeah, then I followed down Nashville, had some fun with a woman in Franklin, um, and then let's see. Oh yeah, I followed the Natchez Trace, which is it's a roadway or like kind of like a highway, but it's owned by the National Park System, and so it's not like a big highway. It's just like this kind of historic route, which is really beautiful, and I definitely would advise driving down it. I think it's about 400 miles. Um, so yeah, that it's definitely a beautiful drive, especially in the fall time when all the leaves were changing. I did about 200 miles of it, and
Wow.
then I had to get off the path. Um, and then I went through like I got all the way down to Tupelo, Mississippi. Um, and then I basically just went straight south. I was kind of short on time, so I ended up hitchhiking all the way to a place called Mandeville, Louisiana. Um, and then my friend uh, picked me up and brought me to Baton Rouge, where he goes to university. So I stayed a few nights with him. And then I continued my path westwards to a city called Sulphur, Louisiana. And I had met some people, and they put me up in a hotel for the night.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a podcast episode, which doesn't exist apparently. But then later that night, I actually got extremely sick, and
Oh.
I ended up having to have my friend in Houston, Texas, drive like 2 hours just to come and pick me up and bring me back to his house. So he drove 4 hours in total.
Wow.
Wow.
So that man is a goddamn champ. I love him. And so, yeah, I spent a couple days there, and then I spent, I think, like 4 days just walking across Houston, because Houston is just this huge, sprawling city.
Yeah.
So it's like ridiculously big. Then I continued, and I went over to Austin. In Austin, I did a bunch of fun stuff. I got to shoot some guns, and I got to go to the Texas State Capitol building, which is the largest state capitol building in the United States, not counting Washington, D.C. And then, I spent Thanksgiving there with some cousins of mine, and I was also on TV while I was there,
Oh.
that was pretty cool.
What were you doing on TV?
They just interviewed me
Oh.
for my
Yeah.
walk.
Cool.
Yeah. So did that, and then from Austin headed north to a city called Waco, where I had my birthday.
Oh, nice.
That was about 2 weeks ago. So that was fun. And then I lost a few days there. I had to stay there for, like, I was just supposed to stay there for like one night, but I ended up staying for like 3 or 4 because the weather just got terrible. It was just all
Yeah.
rainy and cold, miserable. And then I continued walking. I got about 25 miles north of Waco when I couldn't walk anymore because my hip, so I carry a 50-pound backpack, and my hip just like could not take the weight. So I ended up hitchhiking from there all the way up to South Lake, Texas, which is where I am now. It's in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So I'm going to be here, and then in a few days from now, or a few days from when we're recording, I'm actually flying home to Canada for Christmas and New Year's, and then I'm flying back here to the Dallas-Fort Worth area before I continue my trip. And I'm switching from a backpack to a stroller
Oh.
because I just can't bear the weight of all my stuff. 'Cause, I have like literally everything in my backpack. I got my food, tent, hammock, sleeping bag, clothes, more food, a gallon of water, a stove, extra shoes, rain gear, everything. So 50 pounds of stuff. My hip still isn't the same. So I think when I'm home in Canada, I'm going to go see the doctors. I don't want to do it in America because they have shitty healthcare here. So
Thanks, Obama.
yeah. I guess it's not that it's bad healthcare. It's just you guys have long lines and it's expensive.
Yeah.
So I'm flying to Canada for healthcare. Yep. Basically doing the opposite thing of what Donald Trump said in the debate. said all the Canadians come down to America for healthcare. What a ridiculous person. The guy from The Apprentice.
Can I move to Canada?
You'd have to get over the wall we're building.
No,
That is
he said
true.
he's building a wall.
No, we're building a wall and we're making the Americans pay for it. I thought that was...
He tweeted on the night of the election. He says something like, hey Canada, you're getting a wall too, you snow Mexicans, or something like that. And
God.
I don't think he actually...
dear.
I don't think it was actually him, but it was pretty funny to see that. But I don't want to go into that. Someone else is gonna have to host the podcast, and I'm not gonna be there for that episode.
But yeah, so that's been my trip. I think I've probably gone over 1,000 miles from the last time I've
Jeez.
been on the podcast, or the last like actual podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So how much further do you actually have to go?
So I've done about 2,000 miles, and I still have around another 3,000 to go.
Ooh, so
Yeah.
you're almost halfway.
He's getting into the.
Yeah.
You're getting into the gigantic states now. So.
Well, I mean, I've spent the last month in Texas.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
literally the last 30 days has just been me going from Houston to Dallas.
Jesus.
So.
That's insane.
And then I'm basically going across West Texas, which is like extremely barren.
Yeah.
I'm going to El Paso, and then I'm going up to Albuquerque. So that's like one of the biggest, kind of most barren stretches
Oh
on
yeah,
my
that's.
trip.
Oh yeah, that's really barren right there.
Yep.
I
But
see.
I'm not doing that, and so I've arranged it so I fly back from Canada to Texas, and then I'll be able to do the next JFS UHC as long as it's on January 7th, or I probably will be able to. I'll need to get access
we
to
actually-
the computer, but
Have we actually decided that date?
No, it's
I
just
think it
announced.
has- I don't think it's...
That's just announced.
Yeah, he's just testing
yep,
out
you
on
heard
the.
it here first.
He's just announcing the podcast.
okay,
UHC 12.
Now, listen here. I've been in every single JSano Fan Server UHC
Yeah.
that we've done. I've done one from an airport during a snowstorm in Chicago, and I've done one from the middle of Kentucky, the middle of nowhere in Kentucky. All right.
And that's funny because that
I-
means that you can still get better internet in the middle of nowhere in your country than in the heart of the city of mine. That's how
And
bad
then-
it is.
Yeah, so as long as it's on the 7th, I'll be able to do it. And I think right now it's leading in votes.
I didn't even
So
realize we
I
had
really
votes
hope-
going.
Yeah, he put a poll in for a bunch of days in January.
Cool. I will
I'd
take
much
that day
rather
off work.
it be kind of over like the holidays, because I'll be back home and I'll have my computer, but I'm gonna have to like borrow a computer from my aunt and uncle and install Minecraft and everything on it just to play. So hopefully there's a available computer. But yeah, and then right after the UHC I leave, and I'll probably spend like a month just walking.
Across the rest of Texas.
Actually, maybe even over a month. Yeah, just through West Texas.
Wow. Texas is so
That's-
huge.
that's-
Jeez.
It's insane.
Yeah. Dude, like it's over 800 miles across. And I think I have like 500 miles to do. So it's rough.
Has it been hot there, or is it just decent in the winter?
Um, it's actually been kind of cold the last few days.
Really?
Um, like it's still been above freezing, and like for me, as long as it's, kind of above or like 40s or above during the day and not raining, I can usually hike. So,
Okay.
because you do warm up a bit um, from hiking, but I hate walking in the rain.
No, yeah, that would be
And then
terrible.
my sleeping bag goes down to negative 20 degrees Celsius. So I think that's about 0 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm pretty well set for weather.
That's good. That is good.
And then I have like, jackets and tons of stuff I can layer on. So yeah, I am basically all set.
Well, I'm not sure. Obviously we don't have anything else. We don't have Ask Crack like Minecraft does, which that will happen eventually. Yeah, I think that's.
What if we called it Ask JF Us? Huh?
Oh my goodness.
We could have a very controversial discussion right now if you're interested.
Let's do it.
Sure.
It's more about the server in general. So like as you said, like there, like what would you call it? Hey, so JF, like, do you reckon like this our server would ever been to the point where they would want to change the name of the server?
Ah.
Because they had that recently. Well, not recently. It was still a while ago. With the Vintage Beef fan server, if I'm correct, they changed their name, so they no longer have a fan server, and there's something else completely now.
Oh, what they change it to?
I forgot what it was called. Give me a second.
Because there are like. I don't want to be mean and say like we beat on them, but we're like twins almost.
They changed like over a year ago, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was something else. It's not the Vintage Beef fan server anymore. I think they called it. Although some of them still call the videos Vintage Beef fan server. I know for a while. I don't know if they've gone back to it.
I think they have because we had
they may have
about a month and a half
to
ago. We had this whole thing where like a bunch of JF members joined the Vintage Beef one, and it was VVF. So
okay, so they may have gone back to it now.
Oh, really?
Because I remember there was a time that they changed it. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I want to say it was like Terra something, but it's not.
Yeah, I think that was the old one or something like that, and it like died off, and then some new person came back and made it again, or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Maybe. Yeah, but like what do you guys reckon of that? Do you reckon like our server will do that?
That's.
I wouldn't be against it, to be honest, because I mean we don't really interact with JSano too much, do we?
I mean, we tend to.
We have a bit of interaction with him, but he's hard to get in contact with.
Yeah.
The guy, and yeah, like I don't know. I guess it'd come down to a popular vote of the server, really.
Almost. Like I've always said in the past that we are, I think, the closest fan server to any of the Minecrackers at all.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement.
And I think the only reason, like, I'd be on the fence. I think the only reason we should change it is if somebody on the server got more subscribers than Jeff did.
Yeah, that would be that would be a fair call.
Like if Muck grows exponentially in the next few years and gets past what I think Jeff has like 55. So if he gets to like 60,000, then maybe we change to something else. But I have no clue.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a fair point. If you ended up having someone that had subscribers and Jeff, then yeah, that would probably make sense.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that point.
Yeah,
I
but
wish
I'm
Jeff,
interested. I am
interacted
interested
with
to
us
know.
more.
Yeah, like that'd be cool. But yeah, like how many jobs does he juggle? He juggles like 2 or 3, doesn't he?
He's a
Or
nurse.
more sometimes.
He's
He's a nurse. He's a firefighter.
Doesn't he do that college education thing on
Yeah, he does a college education as well.
and YouTuber?
Yeah, and YouTube. So he juggles like 4 things, and then at the same time, like, isn't he and his fiance expecting a child now?
Yeah, he's got to deal with family life, and he has to deal with friend life with with the Good and all the other Minecrackers. So yeah, he's quite busy.
He's busy.
I do want to get him on the
Okay,
podcast one time though, so hopefully that will
Yeah, it'd be
happen.
pretty cool to get him on podcasts. I should shoot him a message actually and ask him that.
Yeah, that'd be very
Dude,
helpful.
Shoot to him. If he says yes, we'll do it right now. We'll just disregard the
Do it
last.
right now.
He says, "I have time right now."
Dude, like, I'm on vacation for like the next 3 weeks. It's insane.
I'm on vacation till like end of Feb.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 27th. Yeah, I'm off until 27th of Feb. Although I still have like all my final year projects to start and that, so that's gonna be fun.
That's like 2 months.
That's a long
Yeah, no,
break.
I've already been off for about a month.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, because the way uni pretty much works for me is February, like pretty much 27th of Feb, next year, and I'll go flat out until probably about the 15th or like 11th of November, and in between that time, I only get 4 weeks off. So yeah, it's pretty flat out during that time for uni.
Yeah, for me, like, this is definitely the largest break I have.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of my breaks will be more than like 2 or 3 days. Because like I'm basically from here, I'm just powering through, going to Albuquerque and then Salt Lake City. Like, I think Salt Lake City will be one of the, like, I'll probably spend maybe even 3 or 4 days because I know a few people that live there.
Yay.
WeatherMaster, you live there, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll sleep on your chair.
I need my chair. You can have the ground. We have a couch out in the other room.
Mary, have you heard of this?
Oh no.
WeatherMaster sleeps
I
on
guess
a chair.
it's not even in the podcast. So
Sleep on a chair.
yes.
Yeah, he doesn't sleep on a bed. He doesn't sleep on a couch. He sleeps on a chair.
And most
Why is this?
I haven't slept in a bed
Somehow-
for 2 years.
Okay.
Okay, Mary, and somehow, and this is the strangest part, he always migrates to the floor.
I always wake up on the floor.
He starts in the chair and he wakes up on the floor with like his blanket on him or something.
So why no bed?
I can't really say. I don't know why. I switched. I just kind of switched one day. We got we found a futon, and because I used to have this huge bed, took up like half my room. Mine's like a normal sized room, and we changed to a futon, and I slept on that for like a year and a half, and then I got rid of it because it kind of broke. I did sleep on an air mattress, if you did consider that to be a bed. I slept on that for almost, about 6 months, and then I switched over to this chair here. But there's some weird thing in my family that allows us to sleep in chairs. In fact, me and my mom and my grandpa are like, I don't know, I think those are the only ones that can. but we can just naturally sleep in a chair.
Oh, okay, so what happens if you have like a lady friend or a guy? I don't know, like come over, and what do you do for that, or do you just don't do that sort of thing?
Yeah, we don't do that until after I'm married.
Oh yeah,
I mean, they can come to my house
Yeah,
and we can
well-
hang out and play video games, but they leave after after that. Granted, I
Fair
can't
enough,
really
but-
say that because I haven't had a girlfriend, so I can't say anything.
Well, I guess you're probably the first person I've ever known that refuses to sleep in a bed and chooses a chair.
Yeah.
yeah. Like, and for me, like, I don't think I'd sleep in.
Hello.
Yeah, I was just about to say, did he disconnect? He went like robotic for like a second, then dead air.
Huh.
Okay, people, we've lost our host.
Don't worry. I'm in every episode. I'm the one who does everything.
Oh dear. What was he about to say?
I have no clue. Probably something about my chair.
Probably. I wonder if he could still hear us. That'd be funny.
Canuck, can you hear me?
Skylar. Hello.
Mr. Bacon.
No, nothing.
Oh, now he's
Oh, wait.
gone.
There we go. Disconnect.
Oh my.
Uh,
All right. We probably should end the podcast off.
Probably should. Like, how long have we been going for? Probably close to an hour. or
Hour and
more.
12.
Hour and 12. Yeah, that's fair length, I'd say.
That's what I see a normal podcast, so we'll end it off. Sorry that our host had left mid
He's ditched
podcast.
us. He got an early leave, so
Yeah, he needs to walk.
yeah. He just needs to walk it off.
Walk it
He's
off.
like the worst person to say walk it off to.
Take it so literally.
It's so good though.
Oh,
I'm back.
You're
welcome back.
You alright? Just walk it off, mate. Just walk it off.
Just walk it off. Oh my.
It's funny because that's all I do in life.
Oh my. But anyway, we're in the end of the podcast, by the way.
Yeah.
If you guys enjoyed today's episode, actually, I don't really need to say you need to leave a like. Leave a like if you want to, but
You know what? No.
no. Okay, no.
You must leave a like. The listeners don't get a choice in this. You leave a like, or I'm going to. I won't like you. I won't be your friend if you don't leave a like.
If you start disliking, he'll start walking backwards.
Yeah,
But then he'll never make it to me.
I'll walk across America backwards. You want me to do that? Wait, actually, I wonder. I bet there's going to be people who want me to do. Oh,
Yeah, there will be
They
people.
probably-
okay. I'll start walking on my hands across America. Do you want?
There's
does
still people that
anybody
want
wanna
to see
I
that.
don't think so. Oh, okay. I'll just.
They'll pretty much take
I'll
anything.
start sleeping in a chair. I'll start sleeping in a chair. How about that? I don't think anybody is crazy enough to want to see me sleep in a chair, or have anybody sleep in a chair. Like you disgust me, WeatherMaster.
Highly recommend sleeping in a chair. It's awesome. Oh my goodness.
All right, that's it. You know what? You're off the podcast now.
Then who will upload it?
We won't have anybody to record it, so all the podcasts will just be me rambling occasionally with other people.
You're just gonna occasionally get in Discord and ramble, and then bye. Back to walking.
Bye.
There's going to be 0 listeners. Oh, have any of you guys seen Community?
Oh yeah.
Television
Love
show?
it.
Troy and Abed in the morning. It's gonna be like that.
Oh my. Oh, we're keeping them
So,
way too long.
We probably
yeah,
should.
if you enjoyed the podcast, leave a like. If you hate beds and floors, leave a dislike. If you think WeatherMaster needs a bed, make sure to comment in it and share this podcast with everybody you know, because it's absolutely disturbing that he does. Once again, I'm your host, CanuckBacon, and we've been joined today by the Chair Sleeper WeatherMaster and by the Happy Holidays Gamer.
Hello and goodbye, guys.
We'll see you next week on the podcast.
Bye.
Catch you later, guys.